Hello, guys. Welcome to the channel Programming with Casey. And guys, this is the first video in my channel, and I wish that you are going to learn this journey along with me. So, please, it's a request that you support me by subscribing our channel. And if you find this video helpful, you can surely hit a like button after watching this video. So guys, let's get started with our content. So today basically I am going to start to teach you on the topic of array. Yes, so first of all I would like to say one more thing is that we are going to explore more and more in programming. So in this channel we are going to basically learn on Java also, as well as on the JavaScript also, and the other programming languages and technologies also. So yes guys, you can connect with me over here. So let's get started. So today's our first topic is to get to know about what is array. So let's get started. And yes, by creating first, what is the first step? So we have to create a project over here. So we are using STS over here, and if you are using the Eclipse, it's okay, it's fine, or any other IDE like IntelliJ and NetBeans and all XYZ, right? So it doesn't matter, like it doesn't matter to your work. So let's get started. And first of all, what we will do, we will click over here in the file and in the new. See, I'm going to teach you everything from the basics. So even if you don't know the ABCD of anything, it's okay. We are going to start from new. If your IDE is not in the specific folder, it if there is no project inside that, then you will see these options. You can directly go and create from here, or else you can click on the file, new, and Java project. Yes, so this is Java. Sorry guys, sorry. Yeah, file, new, and Java project. Okay, so it's taking time, no issue. Okay, so we have to write the project name over here. So what we can write over here is, let's say we are creating this 01 and basics fundamentals, like something. So basics fundamentals. Okay, so this is, we created our Java project, and we should go over here and click next. And what all other options are there, let's see. So yes, we want to create the source folder over here, so we will finish over here. So module name, it is asking if we want to create, but we don't want, so we will say not create. Okay, so here we had created the project. So this was the structure, that how to create a project. Now this is, as you can see, that it has created over here src, it means that source folder. Now you have to create a package. Although you can directly create a class and you can run a program over there, but I would suggest to a good practice, so you can create a package over here. And inside the package, let's say we are talking about the array. So array structure, let's say any random name. So array structure. Okay, so yes, now we can finish this over here, and we have to create a class. Okay, so this is one. So what we can write over here is your array example. So let's say simply we are writing array example, right? You can create by any name. So class, the when you are creating the class, it is mandatory that you should start capital letter. You should start with the uppercase of first letter should be the uppercase, right? And afterwards you can do the public static void main. You can check over here, and let's say finish. We are creating this project, and we had successfully created with the class also. Yeah, so it will take some time. If you have a good configuration, good in the sense, if you're having the i7 i9 processor, then definitely it will be very fast. Okay, so okay, so this is the basic structure you are going to see over here. Now okay, so let's introduce with all these things. Like this is the line number 3, and you are seeing that this is the public class array example. So this is what our like class name, and whatever we write code, that we write inside the class, which is like basically we are encapsulating everything, we are encapsulating and we are writing this as an entity, right? So class is basically, you can treat this as an entity, and this is our main method. So basically a compiler will call, will check when you create an object. If you don't know this all about thing, don't worry, you will surely you will learn this all thing in my videos. So this is the main method. Inside that, if you create an object or call any method, so compiler over here, we have the Java compiler basically understands that yes, I want to perform this. So in the runtime operations, this will basically check what is written inside the your PSVM, that is public static void main. Okay, so we have the wrapper classes, right? So we have different wrapper classes like string. Let's say I should comment it over here and write. So okay, string, and what all other is double. Okay, float and care, byte, right? So we have this type of wrapper classes over here. So if you want to create over here like array, so you should start with the wrapper classes, not with the primitive type, primitive data type. So let's say I am creating over here string. Okay, so this is string and I'm creating with the square bracket. Remember this, you have to create this with a square bracket. Okay, so yes guys, so we had created over here like a string and square bracket. What further we have to do is create simply a array, right? So let's say we are writing over here like this string array, and let's say we are creating new. With the help of new, we can create a array. Remember this thing, and string over here again, and this is the way to write and declare array, right? So this is the basic way where you can create the array. Remember this, once again I'm explaining. So this is the format: string and two square brackets, opening square bracket and closing square bracket, and you have to give the name for that specific array. And afterward, when you will create, this will create the space, like this will create an array with the help of this new keyword, right? If you don't write, it is not going to be created, right? So JVM will basically not understand that you had created this an array over here, right? And what can be the other method, like how can you write this in alternative method? So let's say I am writing like this string array. So this is also possible that you write the square brackets after your, when you give your name to your array. So this is array, and you can like in this way also this. So this is also the legit way, right? And this is you declaring the size of the array over here, right? So if I write any number over here, it is like if you want to create the size of an array with x number, so you can write the x number over here. In the sense, any integer number I want to say. Okay, so now you know that this is the basic way you can create the array. Now let's say how you can add the element inside the array. So basically this is the name, right? This is the name of the array. So I had created array itself. So let's not get confused and write this as air. So okay, so now air, what we will do, air and the index position, we have, remember this, that we have to write the index position, right? And you can give the name over here, right? So you can write anything. Let's say we are writing Java over here, and at the first position what you can write is, you can write any other language, let's say Python. This is just an example, and you can write over here, let's say JavaScript. Okay, so now we are just taking the three example, like not three example, we are taking the three elements inside an array. Now you know that the array has been created with these three elements, but what is the structure, how you will print that array? So if you know the basics, you will say like, yes, we can do sysout. Okay, so we can do sysout over here. It means that system dot out dot println. Over here it is saying to the system that please give a output, and output in the in the form of your print, just print whatever it is, just print in the new line. If you want, you can write just system.out.print also. So it's okay, it's fine, totally fine. Now, if you are thinking that you are gonna write like this, then what would be the output if you are writing like this? So let's say we had saved, and you can run over here by pressing the run button. Okay, so it is asking like if you want to run as a Java application. So yes, we want to run as a Java application. So you see that we had actually executed, and what you are getting in the output is some sort of hash code, right? So you don't know, it is showing you the java.lang.string, right? So okay, so you are not getting the element. So why you are not getting the element? Because you had not stored this inside a variable. Please remember this thing, that this air is not your variable where you trying to print only single element. Okay, so you are not printing any single element when you pass the array over here. So basically Java will not understand that which element you want to print, or whether you want to print a single element, or whether you want to print the whole element present inside the array. You getting the point? So how we can tackle with this, how the Java will understand that, how the compiler will know that what to get printed, right? So you can simply write arrays. Remember, this should be your first capital. Okay, so arrays dot to string you can do, arrays dot to string you can do. So yes, arrays dot to string, and this is array. Now you will get your specific output. Okay, so let's run once again, and you got this, Java, Python, JavaScript. Now again you are seeing that this is null, null, null. Why this null is over here? Because we had declared the fixed size. We are saying to the compiler that this array consists of the 30 element inside an array, right? Like inside an array we had created this. So but we had only passed, or we had only declared this much of values inside a specific index position, right? So if you want to remove this all null which is written over here, what you can simply do, don't over here like describe like the size, or you can write everything inside this array if you don't want to declare the size. So you can write in this way also. Uh, let's say this is array over here. Okay, and this was your array. This is just for explaining purpose, so you would like definitely understand like how it is performing, right? So Java, you can say over here Python, you can write over here something another, that is let's say JavaScript. Okay, so we written JavaScript over. So it will not give you any syntactical error, right? So you will not get any syntax error, and at the same time you are sys out this, just to sys out like system.out.println and arrays dot to string. Okay, so arrays dot to string, and okay, so we want to print array over here. Now you know that what is going to be printed over here, right? Sorry, we created the class. Okay, so here you go, and you will get the output over here what you exactly want. So don't declare the specific size, right, of an array if you are not writing all the elements inside the array. If you are mentioning that, then definitely you have to write all the element, or else you will get the null in the other index positions. So now you know that how you can create the array. So basically this is the first line where I can say you can write customized array, and this was the array where you actually create the fixed size array. Now you know the difference. What is the difference? So this is the fixed size array, right? And you passed over here the elements, and you are printing this. So basically this is the line to print your array. Okay, so this was the first example, and this was the second example over here. So let's take another example. So this was of the type string, right? So this was of the type string. I'm commenting this part. Now if you want to create integer type, like if you want to store the integer, how can you do? So just create like this integer. Okay, and let's say I want to store the number in it. And how can I do that? Now I can simply create this with the help of new keyword, and again integer over here. Okay, so this would work. What do you think? This would work like this? Is this the correct approach? No, it is not. Why? Because you have to declare the size, or else you have to pass the values directly inside this curly braces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 random elements. Okay, so we created now, and what you can do over here is sys out and print the number. Print the number. What do you think? Will you get this? No. Why? Because you had not, like, this array is going to be print in a form of hash code. So because so you had not converted that into string. So let's convert by using arrays dot to string. Okay, and just write over here number, pass the array number. Okay, then run once again and you will get the value over here. And then let's see, yeah, you got the value. Okay, it means you got the array over here. If you want to try this like without writing the array, so again let's see how it will print and number over here. Okay, so control save and Eclipse application. You got the value over here. No, and it's still buffering. It's taking time. Just hold on. No, I had run using different application. That's why it's giving me error. No issue. Array example run as. Okay, array. Yeah, so you got this in the hash value, right? So if you comment this right now you know that what will be the output of your program. So yes guys, so we had created the array and of the type like string and integer. So this was just the basic program, and in the next video definitely I'm going to explore the more examples and more different types. So I want your support, full support, right? So it was my first experience. If I had did some mistakes, so please forgive me. Okay, so let's see you in the next video. So till that time, take care, thank you, and bye bye.